because I was just thinking about, when you get 690, you think about, I don't know you, but you think about your life, what you got going on, how you're feeling, like what if you couldn't shake this feeling? And thoughts, rest in peace to young Brandon Clark. Memphis Grizzlies passed away at 29 years old. And then later in the day, Jason Collins, 47 years old, succumbed to brain cancer, former brain cancer. So I guess I'm just bringing that up because it's sad, it's tragic, but it puts what I'm dealing with, my little bug, in perspective, man. So thoughts and prayers to both of those families, Donnie. And again, I'll just keep saying what I always say. Tomorrow's not promised, so let's enjoy today, man.
Well, I mean, if you want to make it a trifecta of worry, you could get one other guy out of the way that you're definitely worried about, you said.
Oh, listen. So I'm hearing all the noise. I saw Draymond Green late last evening, on his pod, and I don't know what the Warriors are going to do with or without the 11th pick, or they're going big game hunting. But, Steiny, it just hit me in the face watching the Spurs, trying to watch the Spurs in Minnesota game. That pace, those athletes, and right now we got one of the most, if not the iconic player in the NBA ever to lace up sneakers, and that's one Steph Curry. And where I'm going real quick here is it dawned on me, like, you can do whatever you want in Warrior World. Shout out Sheed as far as bring people in, trade the pick. But Steiny, if Steph Curry can't stave off what's kind of bitten him the last 2 seasons, obviously just one in the offs, but it cost us any chance. And then the 40-plus games with this runner's knee. Like, why did I just as I was dealing ill, I just got fixated on everything just blows up to smithereens if he gets hurt. And I guess that's just something he can't control. They can't control. Maybe you can. But I can't Janet Jackson not thinking about it. Like, if something happens to him again next season, we're kaput.
Yeah. Would it make you feel any better that if Denver loses Jokic, they're kaput?
No, yeah, but Jokic didn't get hurt this last. They just lost, Right, and the things that we taken for granted, I have, Steph Curry being available, I'm just like, I don't know, Sonny's fearful's too strong early. But it's just like, man, and I'm sure if he's listening or the Warriors are like, yeah, Goo, you can't predict what's worrying you, but it's happened twice.
I missed the boat. I was asking you actually about somebody else.
Oh, my gosh.
Like you mentioned Jason Collins, you mentioned Brandon Clark.
Both passed.
There was another guy you also mentioned before the show, and you said, I'm worried about him. That's the
Brandon
guy I was talking about.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Steiny, damn, you're like a catcher. I threw you the wrong pitch, and you didn't tell me.
Well, just said they were bold in the moves.
Yeah, E-Dog, I got in the haircut looking phenomenal, E. I just got to tell you, that post of Brandon Ayuk, and I'm no doctor, but why are you telling us what we know, B.A.? You got money. You got paper. You got ends, Benjamins, chicken. Why are you flossing it on IG? Watches. BA, we got you, dog. Resurrect your career. And when I saw the post, I just looked to the bottom like, now he's released him, he got a new team. No, he's still stuck. But I guess, Donnie, I'm worried about the young fella because what messages are you trying to signal to us? Get your career back in order.
I just think it serves as a reminder. He just wanted to remind people that he's pretty rich. Nothing wrong with that.
But stop. That had to be odd or peculiar to you, too. He's still like, man, BA, I'm rooting for you, man.
Sometimes I wonder about the inside of my body and if I lack things other people have.
Heart.
Yeah. Like, I'm not worried about Brandon Ayuk. I got a big ass. I'm just not. Good luck to the young man. But I can't worry about him.
Are these troubling signs? No. I believe they are.
Yeah, for him.
I don't want to speak forever, but we were talking in the green room. I don't know. But hey, it's your IG page. You can do what you can with it, what you want with it, and he obviously did it, but man. But we got some good stuff to get to.
Yeah,
Giants.
We got Monty Poole. He's going to join us at 1 o'clock. But there's a couple places I want to start Warrior related. And I'll throw a couple things out first, because they kind of go hand in hand.
All
right. Great article today in the SF Standard by Danny Emmerman, who covers the Golden State Warriors. And it is a fascinating story about how the Warriors, they're in that building, and this is partly basketball,
okay,
but it's bigger, how in that building they're starting to talk about, this is probably getting close to the end of Steph Curry, and they've got to start thinking about after Steph Curry. And the story focused on their chief operating officer, Brandon Schneider. He's got an office in downtown San Francisco that overlooks Oracle Park.
That's sick. All right.
So
where the Giants play.
Yeah, so apparently from his office, he can catch some Giants games.
I love it.
And the point of that story is Danny Emmerman is saying that in the last 9 or 10 years, when Brandon Schneider looks out at Oracle Park, he's seen a lot of empty seats in the last 10 years.
And he said this out loud.
Well, no, that was Danny Emmerman saying.
Okay, right.
If he's watching a Giants game, you'd notice that they don't sell out all the time. Right. And they've gone through a little downturn with their fans over, since, let's say, 14 and 16. So, the idea is what happens after Curry. And the Golden State Warriors, they've got 600 plus consecutive sellouts. They've sold out every Warrior game since 2012.
That's incredible.
And the thing was, Danny Emmerman asked, Brandon Schneider, what are you guys going to do? Because, it can't go on forever.
Nothing can.
And Brandon Schneider said, you said it won't go on forever. Why not? And the reason he's saying that is because he believes the Warriors are equipped to keep this thing going forever. Now, obviously Curry's going to go at some point, but his point is they think that building and the team they put on that floor for the next 10 years and for the next 5 to 10 after Steph Curry, it's still going to be jumping. They're going to continue to be a super successful franchise, and they have tons of confidence that there's not going to be a dip after Steph Curry.
Listen,
with the fans.
It's all about how you live your life. It's about your vision for your business model. And I'll just say this. I love I won't even use the word passion. I love the mindset of being aggressive and saying there's not going to be a fall off. But what I can say to what you're talking about is I just thought of the draft and our misses. And I'm saying R for Golden State Warriors because Wiseman hit or Moody had been, a superstar and Kuminga worked out. We would be excited for that in regard to life after Steph. Now, there is no life after Steph now because Steph still is here. But it would, to me, if I'm the organization and I have that mindset, now you go get Giannis. Now you try to parlay that 11th pick to go get another guy that's younger and you can hand the baton to. And then that way, you don't, as long as you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Yeah, obviously, the draft picks are a part of the equation.
I mean, man.
I think the Warriors front office and management, this goes beyond whether they blew a pick on Wiseman or not.
I brought that up because you don't have that star, that new star. Anybody remotely, who could you name right now to where you're the successor to Steph? They don't have that right now, and it's okay, but time's running out. And it might not be okay, but I don't see him.
So this is Brandon Schneider on the fans and what's coming next. And this is what's really intriguing me. This is Brandon Schneider. Because we have such loyal fans, they're going to show up whether we're the favorite to win the championship or we have a year or two when we're rebuilding and we have young, exciting players that people are excited about. And it just got me to thinking. A lot of us were around from 95 to 2007.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't want to use 12-year drought as the template, but would it be okay if the Warriors down the road a couple years cycle through players like Antoine Jamison and Monte Ellis and Jay Rich, but the team doesn't have a lot of success. I get a year or two, but how are they going to sustain it for a longer period of time at this level? It seems like it's going to be tough to do.